Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. We are students of MIT School of Architecture and Planning, Noida. So in this video, we'll talk about some topics of building services. The group members are Chirayu, me Ritik, Ishank, Muskan, Piyush and Shahid.
In this video, we will talk about the underground water tank and overhead water tank calculation, and the calculation will be based as per the National Building Code of India, and we will further uh, tell about the various sizes and types of water supply and drainage pipes available in India as per Indian standard codes and also the Indian market. So first of all, we will calculate the underground water tank and overhead water tank in a group housing. And we will take an example of group housing from Jaipur. So this is a society in Jaipur. The name of the group housing is Platinum Amritas, and the total area of the society is 12,140 square meters, and it is divided into 5 number of blocks. So the total number of apartments in the society is 274, from which 2 BHK apartments consists of 10%, 3 BHK apartments consists of 65%, and 4 BHK apartments consist of 25%, as you can see over here. The next step will be the calculation of the occupancy of the group housing. So we have related all the data as per National Building Code of India, and as you can see, a 2 BHK flat has the occupancy of 5 people. A 3 BHK flat has an occupancy of 6 people, and 4 BHK has an occupancy of 7 people. So as per this data, we have calculated the total number of occupants, which has come down to 1,684 occupants. After the calculation of number of occupants, we have calculated the water required by the total number of people that are living in a group housing. So as per National Building Code of India, the liters of water required per day for a person is 135 liters, as you can see over here. So for 1,684 occupants, which are the total number of occupants living in the group housing, the required amount of water for per day is 2,27,340 liters, as you can see over here. So the minimum needed capacity of the tank will be 227.34 cubic meter. Now we will calculate the capacity of the required water tanks, and we have referred National Building Code of India (NBC), and according to it, this 66.67% of water will be stored in an underground tank, and 33.33% of water will be stored in an OHT. So for storage of water, 2/3 of the water is stored in an underground water tank, and 1/3 is stored in an OHT. The total capacity required as calculated is 227.34 cubic meter, and the capacity of UGT will be 2/3 of it, which is 152 cubic meter. So the underground tank can be built in two ways. The first one will be like we can build one tank of dimensions 10 meter long, 5 meter wide and 3 meter high, or we can build two tanks of dimensions 10 meter long, 2.5 meter wide and 3 meter high each. Similarly, overhead tank capacity will be 75 cubic meter, which is 1/3 of the total capacity, which is equivalent to 75,000 liters. For this, we can build 5 overhead tanks of 15,000 liters capacity each. Now, this is the RCC underground tank that we designed. So you can see it has various components and different types of pipes. The main pipes are the inlet pipe from which the water comes in, and the other pipe is the outlet pipe from which the water comes out. And then there are pipes like scour pipe, which drains all the water from the tank if service is required or for other purpose. And the overflow pipe resists the tank to be overflowed. And then there is a layer of proofing, and further there is a protective layer that protects the waterproofing, and it is in the inner lining of the water tank. Also, there is a ladder to easily access the water tank, like for service purposes. Now, Ritik will further explain the section of the RCC water tank design and also the details about the supply pipe.
Thank you, Chirayu. So now on the screen you can see a schematic section of RCC underground tank. The depth of this tank is 3 meters. So on the top you can see the inlet pipe from where the water comes into the tank, and then there is a ladder from where a person can come down into the tank for cleaning or repairs. And then you can, on the top you can see the ventilation pipe, so that to prevent the formation of vacuum inside the tank. And then there is an overflow pipe from which maintains the maximum level of water inside the tank. So if the tank overflows above the maximum level that is required, the water can flow out from this overflow pipe. Then there is a waterproofing layer, as Chirayu earlier told, and a protective layer to it. And then below you can see the outlet pipe from where water goes out and it is supplied to the building. And then there is a scour pipe which is used to empty the tank during the cleaning or repair work. So now we'll talk about supply and drainage pipe sizes and the different types which are available in Indian market. So what are basically supply and drainage pipes? Supply pipes are those which bring water into the consumers from municipalities, consumer like into the houses or industries, etc. And drainage pipes are those which drain out the used water, or we can say like water which is used in cleaning or day-to-day activities, or water which is used in industry, which drains it into towards the sewage. Those are drainage pipes. So first, supply pipes. So first type we'll discuss is cast iron pipes. So these pipes range in dia from 80 to 1500 mm, and they come in length from 3.6 to 5.5 meters. And up to 600 mm sizes, these pipes are divided into two classes. So the classes are formed according to the test pressure they undergo. So what is test pressure? Test pressure is the pressure at which pipes are tested once they are fixed to the site before their first usage. That is test pressure. So class A is for the test pressure of 2.0 megapascal, and class B is for test pressure of 2.5 megapascal. So for these were the classes pressure ranges for sizes up to 600 mm. Now for the sizes which from 600 to 1000 mm, the test pressure of these two classes A and B is reduced to 1.5 and 2.0 megapascals. And then for the sizes above 1000 and to 1500 mm, the test pressure are further reduced to 1.0 to 1.5 megapascals respectively. So these are the sizes which are available of cast iron pipe in the market, which dia ranges from 3 inches to 48 inches, and outside dia is from 3.96 inches to 51.4 inches, as it includes the thickness. And then there are further outside and inside dias according to the different test pressures of the pipe, as we discussed earlier. Next type is cast spun iron pipes. So how do they differ from cast iron pipes? So the basic difference is they are much lighter in weight as compared to cast iron pipes. So they also come in the same dia range, which is from 80 to 1000 mm and length from 3.6 to 6 meters. So as cast iron pipes, they are also classified into some types, which are LA, A and B. So these are basically classified according to their thicknesses. Like for class A, there is 10% increase in the thickness over class LA, and for B, there is 20% increase in the thickness over class LA. And subsequently, if we need pipes with more thicknesses, we can go for class C, D, E, in which a corresponding increase in thickness is 30%, 40%, 50%, and so on over class LA. So this table shows and what dia ranges cast iron spun pipes are available in market. Like you can see, they are available in 80 mm, 100 mm dia, 125 mm dia, 400 mm, 450 mm, and goes on to 1000 mm. So this is the table which shows how they are classified. Like class LA has the thickness as it is written. Then class A has 10% more thickness than LA. Then B has 20% more thickness than LA. So as it keeps on increasing as we go for further classes, and like E has 50% more thickness than class LA. So rough pricing for this pipe is shown below, which is 2,945 rupees or a piece which is found on India Mart, which is a piece of 3 meter length and has a dia of 4 inches. Thank you. Now Ishank will discuss the further types.
So thank you, Ritik. So coming to the steel pipes, these pipes come in the sizes which ranges from 150 to 2000 mm dia, and these pipe have specified wall thicknesses as given in the table below. So the nominal dia of the pipes ranges from 200 to 2000 mm, and the minimum thickness for the diameter of pipes 200 to 400 mm is 5 mm. Similarly, for the diameter of pipes 800 to 900, the minimum thickness is 7 mm, and rest of the pipes and diameter thicknesses are given in the table. Coming to the steel pipes as per Jindal. So the nominal bore in mm ranges from 3 mm to 600 mm, and they are classified into 3 types, which is SH5S, SH10S and SH40S. The 3 types have 3 different rates as ranging from 270 rupees per kg to 240 rupees per kg depending on their weight, and the outside diameter ranges from 10.3 mm to 609.6 mm.